Hey guys, it's Matt and Peter here. This episode we're here to talk about valve springs and got a whole heap of new parts here. We're going to explain what that's for. But first of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to Alan from Performance Valve Springs. He's the sponsor for today's video. I did mention about these valve springs in some previous videos and I couldn't get any as there was none in stock, but I've since been in contact with Alan and I can put his email directly on this video, so if you want to buy these valve springs you can go straight through him. We got 3 sets of valve springs here. We've got 3 Cometic head gaskets. We've got 3 genuine thermostats. We've got sets of bearings, 3 sets of ARP head studs and washers, and a whole heap of manifold stuff. So you can probably guess what's going on here. We're finally getting some orders and we've got people that actually want to get these engines in their cars. If you've come pretty late to the channel and see that me and Peter and Nick have been mucking around doing all the dodgy shit, with Nick's car, they're purely experimental videos. They're second-hand parts. We're just playing around that, but we do actually do high-end stuff and assemble engines with a lot of quality and time taken to make sure they're done properly. So that's really cool. So with the valve springs that we've been sent from Alan from Performance Valve Springs, he's also supplied us with a set of titanium retainers. Now, titanium, spacecraft material. I've got 16 steel retainers here. Here's an empty box. We'll just zero that. Yep, zero that. So the steel retainers, 121 grams, 122 grams. So we'll take the steel ones off. These feel light. It's almost like if that was a piece of balsa wood, that's what that feels like. So you've got 16 collets there, the titanium collets, 78 grams. So that's like nearly 50 grams lighter just in retainer. So I don't know what we're going to put these in yet, but yeah, thanks to Alan we can put them in something and see how they go. But yeah, got all the gaskets, all those engine parts. I've had a few people wanting manifolds as well, exhaust manifolds, so I got 6 of these laser cut out. And I went into Sonic Performance and ordered a whole heap of steam pipes. So we've got the short radius ones there and we've got the long radius ones there. So we've got some manifolds to build. Also got these flanges. You buy a bare flange like that. I drill them out, put a helicoil in there. A helicoil is pretty much a high tensile thread that you can thread and tap in there. And then I've got these stainless steel stud kits. So they make the job turn out really neat. We've also got V-bands. So yeah, all these manifolds I make, we can do T25, T28, we can do all the V-band stuff, pretty much whatever your turbo needs, so we're sorted with that. We've got an external wastegate here from TurboSmart, that's one of my other sponsors, and a fuel pressure regulator. So that's going to be awesom. And someone's decided they want to go with a Microtech computer, so we've got a loom here that I need to wire up and send them an ECU. The cool part about this is in the GT, I've already got this ECU with the 550cc injectors and all that, so I should be able to copy and paste the tune into this, and when we deliver that to the customer they should be able to put it straight in their car and fire up and run. So that's going to be a bit of a lifesaver, because sometimes when you go ahead and wire up a car and you don't have any sort of tune in it, you can't really drive or do anything, whereas to sell that with a tune it's going to be pretty close. So when it goes to the tuner down south and they go to touch it up, it's not going to be a whole retune. They'll just have to touch it up to their weather conditions. So otherwise, that's just an update. We've got 3 engines to build and a couple of manifolds to do. If you do want any of these parts, just put a comment below and I'll tell you where you can buy them from. I did do an engine build. Peter and I did one. How to build a 450 horsepower Starlet engine. I'll leave a link for that as well. We went through everything on this table, from parts reviews, parts that fail, parts you can buy and things like that. So that's really helpful. If you're looking to build a forged engine, definitely watch that video first. It'll give you a bit of an idea of what you want to do. I also mentioned in the last video about the spool rods. Now you can't buy them anymore. As far as I know, Carrillo Rods have bought them out and now they're selling rods. You can also buy rods from Argo. So these are the beloved spool rods that you sadly can't get anymore, and I have 1 second-hand set left. Don't know what we're going to do with this yet, but we're going to find something to put that in and have some fun with those. These really aren't that much different to those Chinese rods, so look, if you can still buy the Max Speeding Rod or Chinese rods online, they still come with ARB bolts. It's still pretty good. Anyway, that's all for today.